Hello, dreamers. Perla here. As always, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. So this is a weekly collective message, and I am going to let you know right off the bat, if you're not interested in love, maybe this reading is not for you. The main energy that I am picking up for the collective this week has to do with love, has to do with relationships, situationships. There's a couple here that I'm picking up. The first situationship, and I'm going to call it just that because that's what it is a connection that you're having with somebody that is very there's a very there's a lot of chemistry, but there's also kind of like this lustful sexual energy behind it. And I need you to put on the brakes and take a moment. If you're not looking for a fling, if you're not looking to just have like a hookup, if you're not looking for like a one night stand, then this is a person that you need to steer clear of. For those of you that are having this very heavy, intense connection with somebody, that individual is not looking for anything other than a fling. It's nothing other than like a moment in time, like, a passing thing, nothing serious, nothing significant. They're not looking to settle down. They're not looking to form a relationship. They are very good at connecting with multiple people at the same time, and there's nothing wrong with that if that is what you're looking for. But I just want you to be aware of what it is that you are entangling your energy with, so that a week from now, 2 weeks from now, you're not regretting connecting with this person, you're not regretting sleeping with this person or spending time with this person or whatever it is. um see a situation for what it is and not what you wish what you wish for it to be. The more honest and the more grounded you stay while connecting with this person, the better that is going to be for you in the long run. This is not somebody, again, that you're going to settle down with. The chemistry is off the charts. You guys are feeling each other. You guys, it's almost kind of like you, when you're around this person, your heart is racing, like you're just like, "Ooh, take me," type of energy. And I'm being completely honest here. I'm not playing around. But again, that is all that it is. There's nothing past the physical, the sexual energy between you and this person. There's not going to be a deeper foundation, right? And if this is not somebody new, guys, this can be an ex or a friend that you normally hook up with when you're single. And maybe the two of you have like this crazy chemistry together. And it's like, and maybe you're wondering, like, hey, maybe we can turn this into something or something of that matter. You're not the only person that this person is entertaining. So do with that information whatever you may. I feel that part of you already knows this, and you have hope, or you're looking for some type of sign or something like that things are going to change between you and this person, that maybe it can grow into something more. It's not going to, not with the energy that I'm picking up. And as I'm saying that, like, my stomach starts to tighten up, like, oh fuck, seriously. But it's an experience. Is I don't want to call it so much of a lesson, because I feel that this person is coming in very direct with what it is that they're looking for, with where it is that they are in their life. So this person is not trying to lie to you. They're not trying to woo you. They're not trying to um present something that they're not. They're being completely honest with you. They're like, you know what? I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not even looking for any titles. I just want to just be like, if we vibe, we vibe. If we don't, we don't. If we, hook up, we hook up. And if we don't, we don't. It's cool either way. And again, you have to be completely honest with yourself in what part of your life you are actually in this moment in time, right? In different parts of your life, different stages of your life. And maybe this is something that you were okay with, something that you were cool with, but maybe at this stage in your life, you want something more concrete. You want something more serious, something with a more of a commitment. And if that is true for you, then don't violate your own boundaries, or for something that is going to be momentarily, for something that is going to be, a moment in time, something that is not going anywhere. Just because you have chemistry with someone, or just because you feel this very much intense like sexual energy with someone, doesn't necessarily mean that you need to sleep with them. Okay. So now there is another energy here that I'm picking up, where some of you have been in a situationship with somebody. And I'm going to call it a situationship with somebody because this person very much treats you as their partner, right? Whether that's girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever titles you want to put on it, right? When the two of you are together, but they're not claiming you publicly. And then again, when I say claim you, it's not about like ownership or anything like that, but it's like nobody aside from like the two of you know that the two of you like are hooking up or messing around or anything like that. Now, why is this important? Well, the reason why this energy is coming in is that you're wanting more from this relationship. You're wanting more from this person. You may have brought it up casually, like, hey, what are we doing? Like, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't see this person like sleeping with anybody else or talking to anybody else, but they do not want a relationship. And it's just that simple. They want to keep their options open, and they're not ready for a committed relationship. So now that you know that, now you're gonna have to make a choice. Like, I need you, especially with this space, because this energy seems a little trickier, right? Because it is somebody that doesn't want to solidify a relationship, but they're also treating you when the two of you are together as if you guys were a couple, as if you guys were in a relationship. So that I feel that this is where the energy for you more is more of like confused, like, hey, what the heck is going on here? Like, seriously? Like, either we are or we aren't. And if we aren't, then I'm just going to start messing around with other people. I'm going to start seeing other people. I'm going to start dating other people, whatever it is. Because again, this is those spaces where somebody's not 100% sure of what the fuck they want. So I'm talking about the person you're dealing with. I don't care whether they're male or female, right? You're dealing with somebody that doesn't know what they want, but also doesn't want you to explore anything outside of them. This person can be very jealous and very manipulative. So they don't want you to explore, but at the same time, they're keeping their door open in case something better comes along. So I need you to understand that when it comes to this connection. And I also need you to land into reality and see the reality of the situation that you're in and not the fantasy or the version of them that you have in your mind. Because a lot of you are like, focusing on the potential of this person, the potential that this relationship could have, and are completely avoiding the reality of what it is. Yes, with any connections, with any relationship, whether they're just starting or whatever, there is always a possibility for potential. But the reality of how someone is truly showing up in that moment in time is what you have to justify the relationship as, right? It is what you have to base the actual relationship on, and not what it is that you wish for it to be. And this is something that, again, a lot of you guys are a little like, I don't know. I think I can get her to change her mind. I think I can get him to change his mind. No, all you're going to be doing is going around in circles and ending in the same place. All right, babe? So I need you to make a decision like, hey, okay, I'm okay with being in this situationship, but if this is what we're going to do, then I honestly believe that we both should be seeing other people and looking for something that better fits our vibe, or maybe walking away completely. Again, it really all depends on what stage of your life you are in when it comes to relationship. Okay. Now, there's a third energy. There's a third energy here when it comes to relationship, and this is for my singles. You're you're very much like in this space that you're out in public, or you're mingling, you're out there, but you're also kind of like hiding at the same time. And it's like you're wanting to experience life. So either you're taking yourself out on dates, like you take yourself out to dinner, you're going to the movies by yourself, you're hitting parties by yourself, you're hitting events and things like this by yourself. But energetically, you're very much like closed off to relationship wise. So everybody that continues to like approach you, even if somebody finds you attractive or whatever, they and it's almost kind of like you can, I don't know, it's weird because it's coming in like you can almost see it like energetically, like somebody's attracted to you or somebody's coming to flirt with you. And then the minute that they get close enough to you, like the demeanor changes and it's like, oh fuck. So like they either turn around completely and like do not approach you, or they approach you with like a different space. But there is a space here where a lot of you again are looking, those of you that are single. When I say single, it's like you're single and you're not looking to date. You're not looking to be in a relationship. You're just like vibing on your own. This may be the first time that you've ever been single. This may be the first time that, you haven't been single for a very long time or whatever it is, right? And you're just trying to embrace and love this energy of singleness. But because you are embodying this energy of you, yourself, your authentic self, you're not holding back, you're not performing, you're not putting up a facade or anything like that, there are a lot of people that are gravitating towards you. So what I am inviting you to do is like energetically, you can set boundaries, right? You can set a grid around yourself that, and again, this is if you want to, you don't have to, that maybe there might be somebody that is in alignment with you romantically. And maybe allowing them in, not to date or anything like that, but just allowing them in or allowing yourself to connect with them, even like at a friend level or something like that, may be very beneficial for you. Because again, you are single, but I'm not going to lie, there's a space around this single that is very much coming from a place of like not wanting to get hurt again, and being heavily overguarded. So learning to find that balance in your physical reality and also like energetically, right? Within the frequencies that you are in, and how it is that you are managing like your own spiritual grid is very important. right? Because we don't want to get into a place where we then begin to build up walls and kind of block everybody out. Or we get to a place where we start to build walls that are in reality shadow aspects of things that we don't want to face, right? So like, we'll use this as an example, right? Like I've had a lot of people ask me like, hey, why are you still single? And I'm like, hey, I'm not against dating. I'm not against this, but I know exactly what it is that I want. So I'm not going to entertain anything that is not within the space that I want, which if it's not in alignment with what I want, I'm not entertaining it. And what I mean by entertaining is like, I'm not going to go on dates. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Now that doesn't mean that when somebody comes up to me, like I'll flirt, I have friends, et cetera, et cetera, but I'm making sure that I'm not closing myself off completely. I'm still allowing people to approach me and flirt with me and this, and I'll flirt back and this and this and that. And it's like, oh yeah, thanks, whatever. But I know up to this point anyways, I've known that they're exactly what it is that I'm looking for, right? And that's kind of like how you have to be. It's like you have to make sure that you know what you're asking for and you're being specific for what it is that you want, but that you're not closing yourself off completely to everything. Because within these spaces of not closing myself up completely, I've made some amazing friends. I've met amazing people. And sometimes, right? When we close ourselves off in one specific area of our life, we also kind of block everybody else out, right? And when I say that, some of you are like, "Oh my God, so you have like a bunch of guy friends?" No, I have a lot of girlfriends too. Like, again, because you're opening up yourself to allow what is in alignment with you at this moment in time to come through, right? And a lot of these people can come into your life through finding you attractive, to wanting to get to know you, but maybe the space that they're occupied in your life could just be of a friendship, right? And when we close ourselves so much, that's when we kind of like, end up missing out on great relationships, whether they are platonic or romantic. And that's what I'm asking you to avoid for those of you that are single. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's pull out. I want to pull out one oracle card for the collective. Give me one card for the collective. So we have number 24. And it is potion. Remember to practice self-love. And I love the way her shirt says basic bitch. Basic witch. Oh my God, I said basic bitch. Oh, guys, ignore me on that one. Basic witch. Oh my God. Who am I calling a bitch? Anyways, regardless of whichever of the three you're in, whether you're, having this lustful chemistry energy, whether you're in a situationship or whether you're single, regardless of anything, remember to always practice self-love. And it's interesting that this came out. I was having a conversation with a client the other day and she was like, and we were speaking in Spanish and she asked me, she was like, well, when you say like self-love, what do you mean? And she was asking me like, are we talking about like just looking at myself in the mirror and telling myself that I'm beautiful? I'm like, no. When you practice self-love, it is something that you embody on your day-to-day practices, right? From what it is that you eat, from how it is that you dress, what it is that you interact with, what it is that how it is that you speak to yourself, and how it is that you speak of yourself when you're speaking to others, right? How it is that you respect your boundaries, how it is that you show up for yourself, how it is that you honor yourself, right? How it is that you please yourself, how it is that you celebrate yourself, how it is that you criticize yourself, and all of these things. So it is not just about looking in the mirror and saying, oh my God, I'm so fucking sexy. Yes, that is part of it, but that is not the base of it, if that makes any sense. So, and regardless of the three areas that you're in, please, please, please go back to practicing self-love and ask yourself if that situation, regardless of what it is truly in alignment with where you are right now, and if it is in alignment with what it is that you want or where it is that you're headed in life. Alrighty? All right. Well, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah.